Hello, welcome to Happy Dad. That's my tentative name. Probably going to change it, but wanted to come up with something. Anyway, today I want to talk about dads being superheroes. And before mom starts saying anything, yes, I know, don't give me, moms are definitely superheroes. Believe me, I've seen what my ex-wife did with Damon, and she was absolutely amazing with how all that went down. But I just want to talk about dads and us being the rock of the family, because that's kind of our role. And it's one that we accept. I mean, the day that your child is born, dads are secretly escorted into a room at the hospital where we have to put our hand on the issue of Sports Illustrated, and we have to swear that we will protect our children at all costs. Hand to God, that's what happens. Guys can vouch for me. But anyway, the problem, and the reason I bring this up, and the reason I say superhero is because I started watching Superman and Lois, the CW show. I don't know how many of you watched it or have watched it, but first two seasons, I was blown away, just taken back by it, just was totally captured by it. So, was excited to start season 3. Then I get into season 3, and I was blindsided by the fact that Lois Lane is now contracted cancer. And so every episode now deals with her having cancer and the family having to deal with it. And Superman, even as Clark Kent, having to cope with cancer. And it seems like every episode I wind up crying at the end of it or during it or something, because whoever wrote the show did their homework, because it really talks to the heart of what having to fight cancer is. I mean, it was the first time that I've ever seen the most powerful superhero in comics portrayed as the most vulnerable person in the world. Watch this clip I'm going to show here, and you'll see what I mean.
I realize I've been so obsessed with keeping him safe because for the first time I can't keep you safe. I feel really powerless.
Yeah, this is different from anything we've ever faced. Even Superman has his limits.
I don't want this.
Guys, I'm sorry. After I saw that, I had to stop it, and I started crying like a baby. It really hit everything that I had to experience, because as parents, as fathers, we feel helpless. I mean, you're watching your child pass away or suffer and get mouth sores and lose their hair and not being able to be with their friends and not being able to go to school and all these things, and you're helpless. You're just, and the reason I mention this is because, guys are supposed to internalize all these things. It's that norm where guys aren't supposed to cry and guys are supposed to be strong and we're supposed to be the rock of the family. And I think by the large, most of us are. But I don't know about y'all, but ever since I've had to deal with all this cancer crap and everything, my emotions are at like a 10. They used to be like at a 2. Now my emotions are like a 10. I mean, I cry at freaking Kleenex commercials and stuff. It's just, I find myself more emotional about things because I can put myself in those situations now. And it's one thing to be sympathetic to causes or people or situations, but it's a whole nother level when you're empathetic and you can feel what that person is going through and you can immediately put yourself into that situation. And I guess every time these things happen, that's what I do. But I just wanted to address it to guys. That guys, I know we're supposed to be the rock and we're not supposed to show our emotions, but my thing to you is stop that shit. Just stop it. Don't be that guy that tries to be the tough guy and doesn't cry. And I'm not going to cry in front of my family or anything. Believe me, my kids have seen me cry more times than probably not through all this. And I think it's okay. I used to look at crying, you know, I guess maybe as a weakness. I don't want to put it that harshly, but to a degree, I guess I did. I'm like most guys. But it's not, guys. Feel okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to cry every once in a while. It's okay to let your family cry. You know why? Because it lets them know that you care. It lets everybody know that you love them. I'll try to keep these more brief in the future. I just want all the guys to know it's okay. You know, be vulnerable. Let your wife know that you love her. Your other kids know that you love them. You know, let them know it's okay to cry, because I think crying and grief is just another form of love. And when you cry, you're basically saying, I love you. And so I catch myself now doing that. So when I do catch myself crying because I miss Damon, I just take a deep breath and pause and I say, I love you too. Because I think that's what we're doing. I think crying is just saying, I love you. And believe me, guys, there's nothing wrong with saying I love you to anybody. In fact, I'd encourage you to do it every day. We only have so much time on this earth. Don't wait. Tell everybody you love them today. And then tomorrow, do it all over again. We'll talk at you later. Bye.